both.
Okay. Yeah. I've got something, because you guys were talking about it before the pod. I'm not too well versed in this because I didn't see what happened. But I've got a question here. If pundits like Henry and Wright were aware of microaggressive / stereotypical comments pundits like Souness and Neville make about players such as Pogba, do you blame them for not calling them out, or is it not worth the hassle?
I blame them for not calling them out. Definitely for Henry.
Ian Wright.
Because Ian Wright, realistically, just like Paul, he's a yurdo. Just because we love him, he is a yurdo.
Just before you saw that documentary, you were laughing about that BT documentary. Just before we go on, though, what are these comments? Because I haven't heard them, and maybe the listeners haven't heard them either. So what are the comments that we're talking about?
Neville was onto Pogba.
Pace and power.
No, it was like
he doesn't
this is
concentrate.
personal. Like, firstly, he's like, something about the colour of his hair is too light.
Also, wait. Before that, why do people say his hair's blue? Like, did they not see the other blonde part of his hair? Like, his hair is blue. His hair is blonde and blue. It's been that for 3 weeks. But if man changed to red yesterday, they would be like, see, that's what he cares about.
He's changed his hair. He can't win. Like, and then first, I think before the game, he said something about Pogba's hair is blue, and then during the game, he's just on Pogba, and then just before half time, he says, yeah, people talking about Pogba going to Man City. Pogba would be 5th choice. He started naming them, De Bruyne,
It's true, though. They're all better players than him.
Listen, calm on. When Pogba scored, silence. He didn't say nothing. He couldn't even say anything. He couldn't say. Then he scored a second goal. He was like, and then he says like, He literally didn't really say anything. It was like, yeah, he needs to do a bit more. Like, they're literally onto him, and I don't know why. Like,
we know why.
We know why.
I think with Neville, he's more likely to give you an actual analysis as opposed to people like Souness, who just seems to have a genuine agenda against him, because it's just ridiculous. Like, and the over analysis on the stuff like his hair, and it is a bit ridiculous. Like that sort of analysis.
That doesn't just come from people like Souness, so that comes from people like Garth Crooks.
It comes from everyone.
Yeah.
Garth Crooks is a yard.
Do you think Henry and Ian Wright definitely, but do you think Henry notices the microaggression?
He notices it.
You can see Henry's face, and he tried. And to be fair to him, he does try like G-check it. So when they start talking about his hair, so he says, no, Pogba, like, he's a very serious player, very serious about his football. He always tries to come in, but the thing is, like, he doesn't slap out the sky. I don't let Rio Ferdinand slide, because Rio Ferdinand was talking crap about
Rio Ferdinand does it as well, bro.
Yeah, you talk about them man dancing. No, them man, like, even Ian Wright's probably the only one who's actually called out some of the stuff that people done, like on BBC Radio 5 Live, like stuff with Sterling and stuff like that. So, Stan Collymore actually called out stuff about how Pogba was getting.
Stan Collymore loves it.
Yeah. He's like, so notice only it was Pogba and Lukaku people talking about, not everybody else. Like, I wonder why. So he's the only one. But yeah, like, I feel like with Henry, and Henry's got the equity to, because nobody in football punditry is anywhere near his level or achieve what he's achieved. He's won everything, I swear. Champions League, La Liga, the Prem,
he's won everything.
World Cup, European Championship.
And he's probably their highest paid pundit, right?
Of course.
Probably Neville.
No. Henry's top him on the level. Henry's top him on the level, you know?
I don't know.
When he signed,
was on the mad deal.
He was on a mad
Do you know what it is, yeah? With
Do
football
you think
fans,
why they do adverts like that for Gary Neville, bro? Don't do adverts for Henry for like 6 months,
with
fam.
football fans, I think the stigma, especially around black players, mentioning race is so crazy. Like, everyone just thinks you're calling the race card. So I think if a pundit were to say it, the amount of backlash they get just for speaking up, I'm sure, like, even they'll probably get some type of look. I don't think they should. I don't think they should shy away from it. I think they should definitely address it. But I think there's a problem in football itself.
The question needs to be asked,
and I don't think they make it comfortable enough for you to go and speak out.
So again, it's not even football. It's British culture.
British culture in general.
But even like,
they banter about race card.
If you look at stuff like, so if you look at American sports, they're the most confrontational when it comes to the pundits, but the pundits just pam. Literally, see what we do on this pod, literally, pundits are. What did he say a thing about? They literally pam each other like that. And I think one time I saw it between, I think it was Redknapp and Souness, they'll literally go in at it. And Henry was just there kind of like this. And it was crazy, but it was amazing. And they just let them keep on going. And they were just going back and forth. And that was so much more entertaining than them just kind of bouncing off each other, agreeing, and just basically trying to fill the time until the next segment starts. So I think people like Henry, definitely, I was saying it just today, He should call it out and just call it out for what it is and say, stop talking about Pogba in his head. Talk about his performance. Talk about the football.
It's like you're going what them said about American sports. I think there's a video of Allen Iverson talking about. I think the pundits were trying to get him. Oh, in practice you do this and he's like fam, I'm out here scoring bare points. And you're talking about practice. You're talking about practice. Like the same thing with Pogba. Like I'm out here doing my thing on the pitch.
He's not really doing his thing, but
it's still fair.
It's not fair.
But still, even if
my thing is what I don't like is that they don't even give people the respect where it's due. Yeah, because if like another player that's not called Raheem Sterling made the jump Raheem Sterling's made this season, the way that we took, bro, Raheem Sterling's on 21 goals, bro. He's on 21 goals. He scored a lot more than a lot of man. And at the moment he missed a couple chances, Sterling. Nah, bro. Like Sterling, and also like the way, because it's not even just the fact that he plays for my team, but same thing happened with Yaya Toure. Don't get me wrong, Pogba's got fantastic athleticism, which he doesn't even use that much in his game, really and truly. He only really use it when he holds up a player. He doesn't really use his speed, his stamina, all that type of stuff. But they will never, only a few people give him slight credit for his technique. When they talk about his technique, they say, the flicks and tricks. Bruv, technically, the guy's ghost.
Suna said
his main thing is his
Suna said Pogba's main attribute is his athleticism. I said, how?
So I tell you what, because Pogba would still be a footballer if he wasn't as athletic.
Yeah, his technique is that good.
That's the thing, and you can just tell, that's the thing that gets him.
So he wouldn't be a footballer if
even
down.
Just this morning, I was watching something with Paul Ince, and they were talking about Naby Keita, and he said,
Kante.
Just like Kante.
I remember Leon Osman said that. Leon Osman said that. I was like, you never watched this player.
And Danny Murphy.
Yeah, Danny Murphy.
Leon
All the old white youths.
I was like, how can you watch Naby Keita and tell me he's Kante?
Leon Osman said that I haven't really watched a lot of him, but he's like, what I can tell, like Naby. I'm like, what? How does that make sense?
That's like me saying, when they're signing Kevin De Bruyne, yeah, I was like, I haven't really seen much of De Bruyne, but looking at him, I can see he said Larson there.
Yeah,
it's like the same thing.
And I think with that,
Again,
I think the problem.
I could see Thomas Gravison in him or something like that. You know what I mean? They wouldn't say it like that.
I think the problem with that is, sometimes I'm not quite sure if it's a race thing, purely because it's all these pundits that are just literally like black pundits, white pundits. And the thing is, they pick and choose what players. Because if you listen to where they talk about someone like Sane, they flipping love Sane. Like they will talk about Sane from they will never say a bad word about him in comparison to someone like Sterling. They're both black players. I know maybe it's colorism in it, but I'm not sure. But I think it's a British thing. I think it's a British pundit thing.
They want you to be
more than
humble.
anything else
They want you to be
they're just so lazy.
Yeah.
They're so lazy in their analysis. I think more than anything else, the overriding factor is laziness. I think they're just so lazy. That's why you get people saying that Keita's like Kante.
Even with the whole Pogba debate, when they say what they want Pogba to do, they'll be talking about why are he getting off goals. I'm like, you're watching him play in a double pivot. You know he's playing defensive midfield. And then 2 minutes later, for defensive midfielder, he's poor here. But then last week, 2 seconds ago, you talk about he won't score many goals.
Yeah, I think
their general level of analysis. If it's not Jamie Carragher, if it's not Gary Neville, I'm not trying to hate it from anybody else. I can't lie to you. Everybody else is poor.
Yeah,
everybody else is poor.
Someone said they want him to defend like Kante and assist like KDB.
Yeah.
Even
with Lukaku,
That's Patrick Vieira.
Yeah, go on.
Moving on. Even Lukaku, I was so happy that Carragher was like, people look at his build and want him to go Drogba. He's not a Drogba type. He's more of a Van Nistelrooy. He's more of a poacher. And it's true.
He wants to get on the end.
Anybody who watched Lukaku play for, let's say, a game or two knows that he's not the target man player.
Can I ask you guys a question then? So, does our behaviour as fans... So, for example, we've tweeted things from the Touchline account that may perpetuate the stuff. Like, for example, we spoke about Pogba's dancing and haircuts. We've done it ourselves. So do we perpetuate that kind of...
Man?
I think with us...
I haven't personally, but...
I think
whoever's been in control of our account, whether that be,
Yeah, they do perpetuate. That's why.
And I'm not just talking about us. We've all probably said something along the lines of dancing Pogba and stuff like that.
I think when you think of when we do it, it's more in terms of banter. We'll have this conversation.
Yeah.
So we're more than happy to laugh about it, but we know that deep down.
But we can talk about the serious nature of it.
That's why with certain players, you lot know I love pamming players, but certain players like with Pogba, that's why I don't want to pam his players. Like that dancing stuff. I feel like what you doing, bro? Man's out here skanking like one girl. That makes sense. But because I know what the media's like and how when there's a certain black player who has a certain level of confidence where they could challenge authority. So that's Daniel Sturridge. That is Emmanuel Adebayor. That's Raheem Sterling. That's Paul Pogba. These players who don't do it how the media want them to do it. So Pogba getting up and leaving how they leave. Sorry,
unapologetically black.
Yeah,
that's it.
that came out mad. Like.
yeah, but you got like Paul Pogba who like, oh, why him and his agent leaving? How can he leave Alex Ferguson? You got Daniel Sturridge who left Chelsea and left Man City. Or why is he so confident? Why does he play this? Why doesn't he dance? Sterling had the audacity to refuse a contract from the great Liverpool and go somewhere else. Maya Adebayor, why are you moving for money? You should be paying for free. Like that. These type of things happen to these players, and that's why I don't like to pam these players, because I know the agenda around them is not purely performance analysis. Performance analysis. That's why I defend these players more than defend more than other players.
I was saying to me and my dad was watching the thing. I was like, these Liverpool fans really need to move on from this Sterling thing. You really need to grow up.
It's not just Liverpool fans, because bro, I watched England versus Switzerland at Wembley. Bro, England fans hate Sterling. England fans, like when someone gets a ball, for fuck's sake.
Because they all read the bloody Daily Mail.
Sterling.
And the maddest thing, in the same month, Sterling turned down a contract, so did Jordan Henderson.
Yeah, but the maddest thing is, Sterling said, look, I want to talk about end of the season. Then Rodgers decided to open it. We offered him a big contract. Bruv, nobody asked you to come. They tried to put him on the bus. I'm like, freaking raw. That, don't make sense.
And it's delicious. Now he's got a nice trophy Gerrard has never won.
Yeah.
Scored plenty goals.
So obviously, thanks for the question for that. I just want to give them a shout out, actually, 'cause quite a few people asked that question. Tyrell1017 asked that, and